Thank you, Lisa. We all use dishwashers, isn't it? But do we know how economical or how expensive it is to use dishwashers compared to hand washing dishes? Dear Toastmasters and guests, today we will find out the difference. Now, a little bit history about my experience in using dishwasher. I grew up in India and had always hand washed dishes. And you will be surprised to know that we still hardly have any dishwashers in regular homes in India. So upon migrating to US, I was very happily enjoying dishwasher until my kids moved out to college when I hardly had even half the load of dishes. So at that point, I started hand washing my dishes. Until now, about just 2 weeks back, in this COVID-19 phase, when my son moved in back with me, and we were actually sitting on dining table and discussing one day, he was sharing his own experience with dishwasher use with his 8 other housemates. And at that point, I started wondering, am I really doing right just by hand washing dishes? So my research started then. I went on internet and listened to many YouTubers to research my subject. So there are several methods to use, or several methods to wash dishes. Number one, you can keep running water and wash all the dishes by your hand. Second, with 2 sinks, you can fill up one sink with water and soak dirty dishes and apply the soap after that. Now, next 2 methods are for using dishwasher. So the first one is rinse all the dishes before you load dishwasher. And the last one is rinse only those dishes which has food stuck on it, and then you load the dishwasher. Now, to compare all the 4 methods, the first comparison is for energy consumption. So when I researched, there were many YouTubers who shared their experiences, but amongst that one, I found more authentic. But again, I don't take the responsibility of correctness of their data or result, but it sounded more logical to me. And here are the results. So hand washing with running water, of course, is the most expensive one, as you can see. Now, the energy that is said is in kilowatts hour, but it's $85 per year. But as you can compare with other methods, rinsing before loading into dishwasher, that also costs more, and it uses, of course, more energy. Hand washing with 2 sinks is the cheapest option, but we will go over this option later on to see whether it is still the best or not. Now, there are 2 other styles where old style dishwashers and the new energy saver dishwashers, they consume almost the same energy. Isn't it surprising? I always thought that newer could be more efficient, but that's not always the case. Can't move it to the next one. Oops. Okay, anyway, this is not going to the next slide. That said, we can easily see that for energy consumption, it is better to use dishwasher. But now if we look at the water consumption, I researched the topic and realized that hand washing dishes is using at least 5 times water than what we use in dishwasher. So that's where it's definitely beneficial. It is beneficial to use dishwasher. Above all, there are other benefits of using dishwasher. Now, time to load and unload dishwasher with full load is about 9 minutes, whereas it takes about 60 minutes at least to wash and dry the full load worth of dishes. Now, if you're like me, I get lazy to use gloves and my hand gets really dry. So that's again not that good for hand washing. And last but not least, last but very important one, hygienically, it is much safer to use dishwasher as the sink may carry COVID-19 virus from your grocery washing without you knowing about it, right? So, dear friends, I have certainly changed my habits and started using dishwasher more efficiently and hope this information helps you as well. Thank you so much.
Hello, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I had the honor of evaluating Gopi's speech on dishwasher versus hand washing. And it actually struck a personal chord with me because I'm from Nigeria too, and I've always hand washed stuff. And even though I have a dishwasher, I've just felt more comfortable using hand washing stuff. It's just a habit. And I know I saw a commercial that says dishwashing is more efficient with water and just electricity. So I guess this kind of drove it on. When I saw the commercial, I just kind of blew it off, but this kind of drove it home. So yeah, that's good. And so one thing I do have to say is like, I guess there was a lot of technical issues. Like there was the slides not being able to move correctly. And at the beginning, there was a bunch of fluctuating. I don't think you realize we can see when either you were maximizing and minimizing the PowerPoint and we could see it, or there's just something wrong with the screen share. But yeah, at the beginning, there was a lot of fluctuating in size. So if you could, I guess, yeah, if you could just stick to one size. And also, yeah, there was a lot of technical issues, I guess. But other than that, like I felt like the one slide after the overview we could see showed that you did the research. And it did actually drive home the fact that, okay, yes, you dishwash when your kids were when you had your kids and you had a bigger load size, but you went back to hand washing when it was just you and when it was just you. But dishwashing is more efficient. And one more thing I would like to say is I don't know if you copied the table or if you made it yourself, but if you could sort it, because it's kind of unsorted. The slide was about what is more energy efficient. But if you actually go down, there was no ordering to it. It'll kind of drive your point home if you ordered the table according to what you're trying to put along. But other than that, it was good. Personally, I think I'm gonna actually try dishwashing now instead of like hand washing everything. So yeah, thank you very much, Phil Pete. Have a nice day.